This is the Zoom 2 mobile development kit box. It contains user guide, main unit, this is our debug board, and USB cable and power supply. The user guide talks about various Zoom 2 features and various connector that's on the debug board as well as the main board. This is the main unit. It's based on OMAP 34XX processor. It got 256 MB of DDR, 512 MB of NAND, 4.1 WGA LCD. There is a capacitive touchscreen, QWERTY keyboard, 8 megapixel camera, 6.1 SDMMC slot, as well as 16 gig of embedded MMC. So there is a HDMI out, USB OTG port, this is a audio out, TV out, and there's power supply connector. For connectivity, there is WLAN, GPS, Bluetooth, is optional 3G modem, and apart from this there is also accelerometer as well as e-compass. So there is a removable back cover which allows you to get access to the battery. This is the battery pack, goes in here, and there is a socket for connecting the debug board, and also there is a SIM card slot. So this is the debug board which gives you additional debugging functionality. It has a JTAG connector, there is an Ethernet socket, and there is various GPIO LEDs that can be used for debugging. This is the reset button. There is a DC input, and as you can see there is a bunch of USB connector. Actually these are the UART which allows you to debug various onboard peripheral like GPS, Bluetooth, and these are the switches which allows you to configure which this UART should connect to which onboard peripheral, and also some other functionality of this board. This is the socket which allows you to connect debug board to the main board. This is how you can connect it. This board comes with pre-flash U-boot. Now let's see how to get the U-boot ROM. For that we need the USB cable and of course the power supply. This goes to the first socket, that is J12, and other end goes to the PC. Now let's connect the power supply. Before applying the power, just make sure that the battery is not connected to the unit. As soon as you apply the power, you will PC will recognize the USB connectivity. On the PC side, go to Device Manager. If you scroll down in USB section, you will find 2CL connector A and B. Right click on that, go to Properties, go to Advanced tab, check the Load VCP box, that's the virtual COM port, say OK. Do the same thing for converter B. Now once you are done with this, recycle the power on the board by reapplying the power or pressing the reset button. As soon as you hit the reset button, PC will start installing the driver. Actually it's already installed on my PC, so it won't do anything. Just to make sure that drivers are installed properly, if you go to ports, you will see that there are two additional ports. So here you will see two ports being added, COM32 and 33. Remember this port because we would need those for setting up the hyperterm. Now configure the hyperterm. Select those lower COM port. We had 32 and 33. Select 32. It may be different for you on your PC. Change the baud rate to 115200. Flow control to none. Leave everything as it is. Say apply. And now recycle the power. and you will see the U-boot banner. Let's see how to boot Android file system from SD card. For that you need a SD card and prepare it as per the instruction mentioned at omapzoom.org. I have card prepared, so insert it in the Zoom 2. On PC you will see the U-boot command prompt. You will have to change the U-boot parameter to boot from the SD card, and also the kernel command line. Now do NAND unlock. And save the parameter. Recycle the power on the board. Now it should boot from the SD card and it will start the Android. Now just check out some pictures. Go back. Let's play some music.